What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're here at McDonald Motorsports here in Stewart, Florida. Now the reason I'm here is because we're doing some dyno tuning on an F-150 truck. But there's another vehicle here of interest. This 2017 Lincoln MKZ. Now this car belongs to my friend Tuning by James. Actually he's my tuner, he's my friend, and he's inside tuning on the F-150 truck. This is his vehicle. He bought this vehicle maybe a couple of months ago. It's a 3-liter turbo, twin turbo EcoBoost engine, and James has been tuning on it. This thing is making a ton of power, and it's a beautiful car, and I just thought that I'd make a video of it while I'm here. So turn the camera on, let me show you the car. Enough talking, let's get into the video. All right, so while James is revising the tune on the F-150, I couldn't help but notice his car. This is a 2017 Lincoln MKZ. Now, I didn't really know much about these cars until I had a chance to look at this one. James tells me that he put a tune in this car on E30, putting down 450 horsepower to the rear wheels. That's quite a bit for this car. It's a V6, it's an EcoBoost, and you know, it's putting down some pretty good power. Now that tune is on E30, right? And we'll just come around the back and get a look at this car. I mean, 450 to the rear wheels on this thing is quite a bit. You know, it's a sleeper. You would never know that this thing's making that much power. There you can see, 3-liter turbo, all-wheel drive, in the shadow black, typical Lincoln color, lots of chrome, nice wheels. She's a hot ride. And of course, it's a Lincoln. It's got all the bells and whistles. You can see it's got the backup sonar. And there you have it, Lincoln MKZ black label. She's a pretty sweet ride, guys. Let's take a look under the hood. So just taking a look under the hood of this 2017 Lincoln MKZ. You can see the motor. There really isn't much to see. But like I say, this is a 3.0 EcoBoost, twin turbo. Okay, it's got a E30 tune in it, making 450 to the wheels. It's pretty bad machine, you know, I think. And from what I'm told, this 3.0 is basically a 2.7 that's been punched to be a little bit bigger. What did I say? It's a nice car too, man. So we'll just peek into the interior. You can see it's a daily driver. James drives the car, so there's some stuff in it. But you know, Lincoln, you know, they put some really nice stuff in the car. And interestingly enough, you see these cars, a lot of the same things that you see in the Mustang and some of the other cars are also in this Lincoln. But really nice seats, perforated leather. You can see this one's got the push button transmission. You see that? And she's really sweet. I mean, I really like this camel colored dash. Nice materials they put on them, you know. And like I say, man, this thing is putting down some power. It's a really nice ride.
All right, so this is the new Tuning by James LLC development vehicle. It's 2017 Lincoln MKZ. It's got the 3-liter EcoBoost twin turbo. Stock, the car put down about 330 horsepower to the wheels. It's still completely stock, down to the paper air filter. and I've got it up to about an E30 content right now, and we're making 450 to the wheels.
Wow, that's a lot.
500 foot-pounds of torque.
Really?
So for a completely stock, tune only, with just a little bit of ethanol in the tank, had just walked away from a SS Camaro this morning. I mean, car gives you a massage while you're driving.
I mean, really, with all the bells and whistles that you get out of a Lincoln, you know, and then
it's got the Revel Ultima, the Revel Ultima audio system with 20 speakers.
That's cool.
It's really a phenomenal vehicle.
All right, so you want to go for a ride?
Yep.
All right, let's hop in it. Let's go.
All right. Got the proximity sensors. It's got Lincoln's version of the MagneRide.
Nice. Well, that's definitely a Lincoln. It rides really smooth. Oh my. Wow, she's got some torque, man.
To get in.
Well, this traffic's getting in our way, but this thing's got a ton of torque. I feel like the traction controls kick in.
It's done that a couple of times to me. It kicks itself out of gear, and that's something tune related that I got to work on. All right, so traction control button, press and hold. And it usually goes
Traction
off.
control off. It says it right there.
Traction control off.
So this has got that push button transmission.
Yes.
And what is this? A 17 miles
I
a
could
6-speed?
I could not stand the rotary knobs.
Yeah.
I wanted a Fusion Sport, but the rotary knobs just pissed me off. And they don't have massaging seats.
You know, this car is so quiet. It's I don't know if the camera is really going to show what it feels like to be riding in this thing, but it's got a ton of torque. You know?
It's 500 foot-pounds to the wheels.
Man, on E30. Wow. I mean, really, it's so quiet and so comfortable that this camera is just not doing it any justice. But honestly, it's the best of every world, really, when you think about it. I mean, the car is quiet, it's comfortable.
You know, everybody's got a Mustang, and they're all making 900 horsepower. You ain't anybody unless you're making 800 plus.
Yeah.
And this car is just, I spend so much time on the road that 900 horsepower to me is kind of useless, and I've done enough of them. It's not, I need something I can drive.
Wow. Man, I wish you could stay in it, but we can't.
Yeah.
We needed some straightaway. I mean, really, this thing hauls. This thing,
smooth.
It hauls the mail, and it's still just as quiet as stock. It's amazing. And all the nice bells and whistles. I mean, look at the dashboard. You know, it's got this panoramic sunroof up here. This is quite a ride, man. Okay, so we pulled up the dyno sheet for the 2017 Lincoln MKZ that belongs to Tuning by James. The blue line is the baseline numbers of the car, completely stock, and the red lines are the best numbers that we got on E30. And if you look at this, there they are, 449 horsepower, okay, and 512 pound-feet of torque. Stock, she was pretty stout, actually, 343 horsepower and 396 pound-feet of torque. Really, that's not bad for a stock car. But on E30, she did a heck of a lot better. And really was too bad that I wasn't able to get to the dyno while this was happening. But there's the numbers, guys. Standard correction, smoothing 5, about 450 horsepower, 512 pound-feet of torque out of a 2017 Lincoln MKZ, otherwise all stock. So after driving in this 2017 Lincoln MKZ, putting down 500 pound-feet of torque and making 450 horsepower, I can tell you that when driving in that car, you have absolutely no idea how fast you're going. The thing is super quiet, super plush and comfortable, and it's so stable. It's got Lincoln's version of Magnerite in it, and it's just an amazing car. You simply don't realize how fast you're going. But this thing flies. I mean, we were out on the street, and James had put his foot to the floor of it, and you really couldn't stay in it for very long because immediately you're right up on the traffic. So it's a pretty nasty car. It was quite an experience to drive in it. So anyway, guys, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.